What's up, guys? We are back with another video. If you are new here, my name is Sammy and we are the Mermaid Gang. This is where you can come and suspend your disbelief. I am your favorite manifestation coach and your favorite YouTuber. So if you would like for me to help you dissolve whatever is between you and your manifestation, go ahead and sign up for coaching with me right here. Big reason why you may want to, and even though you guys know I don't really advertise myself that much, I'm not one of those people, or I'm not one of those YouTubers or law of assumption teachers, law of attraction, whatever, teachers that are like, buy my shit, buy my shit, buy my shit, buy my shit. I don't typically do that. A big reason I haven't talked a lot about my coaching recently is because I was so backed up. And I did not feel comfortable like advertising a sale or something to bring in a bunch of clients and then you guys having to wait. But I have put my entire life on hold for about 3 solid days now, doing nothing but emails. My current turnaround time is back to normal. We're at 2 weeks again, okay? And I'm working to make that even shorter if possible, but right now I'm focused on, I did all the new clients up through September 17th. Now I'm working through the current clients, but I'm really far through those two. I think I'm on like the 12th or something like that. And then I'll work again when I get done tonight or first thing in the morning after I post these videos, of course. Anyway, I said all that to say, yeah, we're back to normal. We're back on track. I can run a sale again. I'm running a spooky season sale. Everything is on sale. So if you are wanting to do any of my challenges with me, where I put the robotic affirming challenge on there, I think you guys already know about that. And then I added an affirmations challenge, which is the same thing as a robotic affirming challenge. If you sign up to do it with me, then I will curate your affirmations, tell you how to do it, tell you what to do, give you a schedule, routine, and obviously you get 2 extra emails for you to check in and be like, hey, I need your help, or I need you to kick my ass in gear. Whatever it is, you got those 2 extra emails for me to help you get your shit, okay? Another option is that I have done the channel members thing where you can join my channel. I know some people can't see the join button. For a while it wasn't on mobile. Sometimes I can now see it on certain channels, sometimes I can't. I don't know what YouTube's doing with that, but I have a channel membership now. So you can join my channel and we do challenges as a members only group. The first challenge starts today. I'm actually about to film the instructions for that challenge for my members over there or over here. It's still on this channel. And we're doing the robotic affirming challenge together. I let you guys vote on the challenges. Like I let my members vote on the challenges. You get the little mermaid icon by your name. It's pretty freaking cool. It's just a cheaper option if you can't get direct one-on-one coaching with me. It's a cheaper option if you want to do it with a group. Or if you want to do it with me and you want to sign up, you want me to give you your specific affirmations and work with you directly, then yeah, you can sign up for one of my challenges or you can sign up for my emails. One thing I want to say, the difference between the 3 and 5 emails and then the 2 challenges is this. With the challenges, we only do 1 desire. Now, if you want to get the 5 or 3 email package so that you can manifest or so that we can work together on up to 3 desires, you can still robotically affirm in those packages. It's not like I have some rule saying you can't robotically affirm. If you want to buy those packages instead so that you can work on more desires at once, you can still robotically affirm. So if you have more things that are priority, don't pick the challenge packages, pick the ones that say 3 or 5 emails. Okay? Sorry, I never advertise in the beginning of my videos. I don't ever hard advertise at all, but I'm running a sale. I feel good about being caught up and I'm excited. So I wanted to tell you guys. Okay, so let's get into today's video. Speaking of those challenges, today's video is going to be success stories for robotic affirming, because you guys asked for another video for that. I have one coming for affirmations, success stories, and then I have one that's just SP success stories. But I think we're gonna do the robotic affirming first, since I am about to do that challenge with my members. Okay, sorry. I had to stand up, okay? I am too short to be trying to sit in that freaking chair and slide out, and it's just annoying, okay? So I'm just gonna stand up because I'm short anyway. It really doesn't matter. Okay, so anyway, let's get into this robotic affirming success stories. My robotic affirmations are: no one in the world manifests faster than me. I'm the best at manifesting instantly. I easily make over $1,000 a day. Anything I want, I get because I'm that bitch. I am everyone's favorite person. I have manifested my SP back after almost 2 years of no contact. My followers have blown up on Twitter and TikTok. I manifested my Benz GL550 with awful credit for cheaper than my Altima payments. I'm always getting random money and deposits. Just last night at 11 p.m. I received a deposit up for 3,300 doll hairs. My business has picked up so much I don't work for anyone but myself. I manifested my new home, the exact home I wanted, under 48 hours. It fucking works, and fast. No whining, crying, or complaining, just straight robotic affirming. My process: 2 or 3 10 to 20 minute robotic affirming sessions a day, running through my list of affirmations over and over for 10 to 20 minutes. Parrot app, repeating the same affirmation when I sleep. Affirmations. Robotic affirming when I feel any type of emotional discomfort, when I'm feeling triggered. But honestly, triggers don't exist for me, because when I first started the journey, my first affirmation was nothing triggers me. I was affirming for my SP to text me, and he actually did it while I was affirming for 10 minutes. All I said was my SP's name, that he loves to text me. I also affirmed for money and got a cast refund of 300 hairs to my account. All I said was, I'm so rich. Oh my God, there are so many, but I'm gonna go with one of my biggest achievements of this year. This is about my graduation. Before my results were out, I affirmed for my graduation. At that time, I just wanted to pass all the tests and get a degree. If you get confused, I'm not from America. The education system is a bit different here where I live. My affirmations were: I'm already graduated, and I didn't even do it all day. I just did it for 30 minutes per day for 2 weeks, along with the telephone method and a bit of visualization before going to sleep. And boom, I got graduated. I mean, who's gonna stop me? I'm literally a master at manifesting. And guess what? I didn't even study the whole year. During the exams, I also affirmed the exam is gonna be very easy. Teachers will give me marks for non-attempted questions. Wow. If you don't know, the telephone method is where you hear someone tell you something, as if, like when you call somebody and they're talking to you on the phone. The actual telephone method from Neville Goddard days, his friend did the telephone method for people. She would hear people call her on the phone and hear them say their good news or whatever over and over again. It's like that. I got rid of a 3P that my SP was with, and now I'm gonna get my SP because he's obviously obsessed with me. I was in pain because of cramps, and even though I was feeling uncomfortable, I robotically affirmed my body is always pain-free. I'm always healthy and energetic. I'm healed. And it didn't take much time to realize that I was actually pain-free. Old me would have popped a pain tablet to get rid of the pain, but since I have known LOA because of you and binged all of your videos so many times since September 2022 till now, I have learned how important self-concept is and how one identifies themselves to bend the circumstances in my own favor. Another example is when I went to the bank and had a passport size picture missing and one document missing. I needed to fill one form and attach that stuff with it. The bank lady told me she can't move forward unless I have documents. She went for lunch and came back after a few minutes, and meanwhile I was robotically affirming. Everybody caters to my needs. Everyone does what I tell them to do. Everything always works out in my favor. And not only did she agree to let me fill the form, she processed it and forwarded the form and completed the necessary procedure at the same time. I was amazed that day. Before LOA, I had a victim mindset and always felt sad about everything and everyone. Wow. Robotic affirming 2 weeks. I'm the best for my boyfriend and he misses me. He texts me daily saying I'm the best and sending me hearts every day. And some days he says he misses me too much, confessing that he feels that way even if he doesn't say it every time. He's not the type to text before. He was texting very less and even no text at all for days. I robotically affirmed that money flows through me and ended up getting a $15 tip while door dashing. A few days ago, I manifested my SP to call me and tell me I love you after not saying it back for a while. He's already my boyfriend and a few things happen, but I'm now manifesting that everything is fine. After robotically affirming he can't live without me, mind you, before that he said that we should separate for good, but he literally messaged me and we talked for hours and kept saying how terrible he felt without me and how much he missed me. I'm now manifesting that everything is going as I'm planning, because that man is my husband. A few months ago, I affirmed robotically, naturally, as if I was telling someone, all day, I'm getting $500 tonight. When I get home, I didn't see the money and I felt discouraged, but I quickly said, I'm so glad I have $500. The next day, I continued telling myself, I have $500 because I got the money yesterday. So he revised. I went to work and one of my coworkers randomly asked me if I had a bank account and to see her later. I was confused and then it hit me what was about to happen. I started spamming in my head, I have $500, I have $500, I have $500. She gave me a check for $595. Bonus story, if you want to share. The same day I came into work, I affirmed I love my new bike just a few times throughout the day and I imagined it being green and black. The same day that I received the $595, I saw one of my supervisors and he showed me a picture of a green and black bike and he was thinking of getting it for me. What? Actually, I'm not even surprised. Some stuff was said to my SP. Some stuff was said to me by my SP's mom in early August and I was over there with him and his kids yesterday and she gave me a hug and apologized to me and told me she loved me. Oh, I guess she must have said something rude to her or something. I definitely did some revision, repetition, and robotic affirming. I would say her name and I would say, she loves me so much. And I think I only did that twice yesterday for 10 minutes apiece. Robotically repeated that my period will come for like 2 days or so. And then it did because I was stressing. Woo. Robotically repeated that I got a new phone for 10 minutes and then my parents took me to town and bought me the one I wanted. I manifested a random SP in 2 days by robotically affirming I'm in a loyal relationship. I have a dog. He's 14 years old and he was completely deaf. I was like, let's do it. I started affirming. He's hearing again. He can hear me. And guess what? He started to hear again. It took 2 days of affirming a few times a day and he is acting like he is hearing again. Of course he is. I manifested someone away from my reality with robotic affirming. I had this neighbor who was a really negative person who compromised the safety of my family and I affirmed him away. I even revised the situation and said, this person never existed in my reality. I made him move away. I kept affirming any chance I had, did the 10-minute method multiple times a day while doing chores and driving. The key is to persist. My affirmations worked and this person disappeared from my life completely. Thank you so much, Sammy, for changing my life. I am so grateful. Ooh. So after that story, nobody should be dealing with a 3P, right? Right. Okay. We all agree. Yeah. I needed a job because I had no money, so I affirm robotically as much as I can. The third day, I get a job offer and my mom sends me $500. My affirmations, everything's working out in my favor. Everything always works out for me. I have a good job. I always have money. I did not believe my affirmations. I waver a lot, but like Sammy said, say them anyway. Yeah, say them anyway because you're not going to believe them until you experience them. Like, I don't care what anybody says. I used to be so fucked up about the whole assumption thing. Like, when I was a beginner, I used to not understand, like, how am I supposed to create an assumption of something that I don't believe? I've never experienced it. How? I did not understand it. But an assumption is a belief. A belief is just a thought you keep thinking. I'm gonna give you a little tip here that I haven't put in a video before. Okay, so a belief is a thought that you keep thinking. So an assumption or a belief is not some like mythical thing like, I don't know my beliefs. I don't know like what's gonna manifest in my reality or you know what I'm saying? Like people worry about what their beliefs are. I gotta find the belief. You don't gotta find it. You know what your beliefs are because it's a thought you keep thinking. Okay. Your beliefs are simply self-reaffirming thoughts, okay? But when you want to change a belief or adopt a new belief, you have to consciously affirm it at first to get your mind to be familiar with it, right? But once you start affirming something, you'll start experiencing it because your reality is a reflection of what you're constantly thinking, right? So if you're consistently, whatever you're focused on, so if you're affirming for something a lot, you're going to start seeing it manifest because what you focus on is what you experience in your reality. Like what you focus on grows, you know, the law of attraction thing. That's true. What you focus on, you get more of. Whatever you're feeding your mind all the time, that's what you get in your reality. So you affirm, you use your repetition to consciously familiarize your mind. You're having to do the job first, okay? You're having to consciously affirm at first. Then you're gonna start experiencing what you're affirming. Then, because you're experiencing it, it's gonna reaffirm it to you that, oh, okay, so this is normal. This is a thing that we experience. This is a thing in our life. This is how it is. And then because you experienced it, you start to, one, have more faith in your ability to manifest. Two, you start to see that thing as being true because you're experiencing it. And then it becomes a belief, which is just a self-reaffirming thought. A belief is just a self-reaffirming thought. At first, you have to choose to affirm it and reaffirm it. And the more familiar your mind gets with it, it's going to choose it on its own. So that's why you have expectations about things. Like you expect somebody to treat you this way. You expect this to be hard. You expect whatever you immediately think is what you really believe about it. Whatever it is. That's your self-reaffirming thought. A belief is just a thought you keep on thinking. Okay? It's not some deep-rooted thing that you gotta find and you don't know what they are. You know exactly what they are because it'll be your first thought whenever that subject comes up. That's your belief about it. Okay? So that's why I say even when you manifest something, keep affirming until it becomes something that you don't even have to think about. Until it starts reaffirming itself, basically. And you won't even really realize that's happened. You'll just think that it's normal for you to have whatever the thing is. Okay? I hope that made sense. A couple more stories. And then we're going to stop this video and move on to probably affirmations. Got rid of a 3P in 4 days by repeating that my SP only wants me. He hates her ass now. I affirmed. She didn't affirm that he hates her. She affirmed my SP only wants me. But he ended up hating that 3P. He hates her ass now. I affirmed as much as I could during the day, even when the 3D straight up showed me the opposite of what I was affirming. I was pissed the fuck off, but I didn't stop. Key. That is the key. You want to know what the key is? Everybody's got the magic key. That's the magic key. That is the magic key. Doesn't matter. She didn't care. Okay? 3D was trying to tell her one thing. She was like, no. See, absolutely not. We're not going to do that. We're done. We're not doing that anymore. This is what we're going to do. And she kept reaffirming. And then the 3D has got to reflect what she's affirming. Persist. Stop quitting. You know how fast a lot of you would get things manifested if you'd stop quitting? If you'd stop reacting? If you'd go, that's a lie. The same way you think it's a lie that the good thing is going to happen to you, that's the same way you need to treat the 3D that you don't want. The things that you don't want. Deny them completely. That's a lie. That's actually a lie. That's not true. Because you're the one who decides what's truth or a lie. Here's another 3P story. I got rid of a 3P saying I'm the only one my SP wants in less than a week. I completely ignored the person's existence and continued saying it. That's it. It was gone. This statement is the best. Whatever stands between me and your desire must leave, and that is law. That is true. That is true. Oh, this story. My hair fell out tremendously a little over a year ago and it devastated me. I felt like I was manifesting for my hair to be thick for so long, but I changed up my affirmations like every other day. Okay, so she thought she was manifesting it, but she kept changing her affirmations every other day and that's why it wasn't working. It's so hard not to react to the 3D when you're getting clumps of hair out in the shower. I saw someone here use the counter app to discipline themselves, to really saturate their mind and each day. So I said enough is enough, and I picked one affirmation that would be easy to rampage. My hair is thick. I rampaged that one line 1,000 times each day because I was so desperate. However, I saw results so much faster than I thought. Not only did I feel much better constantly saying my hair is thick, but I started to believe it despite what the 3D was showing. The next day I noticed my hairline literally looked fuller, and I thought, we're always shifting realities when we affirm for what we want, so this makes sense. That is true. You are selecting a different reality. You're gonna shift, and it's gonna seem subtle, but you've shifted. It's a whole different reality. So that old shit doesn't exist there anymore. It's just very subtle, okay? If it wasn't subtle, we would go crazy, okay? We would lose our minds. I don't know. Some of us could probably handle it, but let's be honest. Have you seen the rest of the world? I don't think a lot of them can handle it that much if it wasn't subtle. Just saying. Okay. Anyway, we're always shifting realities. Within 1 week, my hair looked so much thicker. The first week I affirmed 1,000 times each day because it only took me about 10 or 11 minutes. I didn't stop affirming though. Each day I affirmed 500 to 1,000 times after that, and my hair made a drastic turnaround that entire month. I still didn't stop. I started affirming less, but I kept going. I started the 1st of July and we're almost in October, and I've officially grown all of my beautiful hair back. The last month I started affirming way less and would sometimes skip a day because it naturally became an assumption that my hair was so thick. It started reaffirming itself, just like I was just saying. Her belief started reaffirming itself because it was a belief. So I would be styling my hair saying, damn, my hair is so thick, believing it too. I went to get a haircut last week and my hairdresser was so shocked at how much my hair thickened up, which made me so happy. And mind you, I've been getting tons of family members asking me what vitamins I use for my hair because it thickened up like crazy. And nobody believes me when I say that I just affirmed for it. Thank you, Sammy. I ain't do it, girl. I ain't do it. Thank you for sharing that story. That was a really good story. That is a really freaking good story. So if you think it's something that you cannot do, you think it's something impossible, you think it's something that you need a supplement for or something like that, just keep persisting. Just keep persisting. Please, for the love of God, just keep affirming. Do not stop. There is no stopping point until you know what? Even when you get your manifestation, you don't stop until it's a reaffirming thought, until it's a self-reaffirming thought. Okay? I simply affirmed, why is my life so perfect? This is technically an affirmation story, but I'm going to leave it in here because she robotically affirmed it. I robotically affirmed it as often as I remembered. It didn't count, but it was super frequent throughout the day. My life is literally perfect. I spent so long trying different techniques when all I needed to do was affirm because I realized what I was affirming wasn't nearly enough. Now I have the perfect relationship. I'm spoiled as fuck. I won an award at a national level. I got promoted at work. My son's behavior improved, and it's all from affirming what I would class as robotically for something that felt like the perfect affirmation for me. At first, I didn't even believe it. You won't. I still affirm this now, but at this point, I say it with my full chest because no one can make me believe that my life is not perfect because evidence shows up daily. See, what did we learn today? We learned, I'm going to tell you what you learned. You learned not to quit. You learned to affirm anyway. You learned that a belief is just a thought that you keep on thinking, and you'll know it becomes a belief because it'll become a self-reaffirming thought, okay? Right? That's what we learned. That's what we learned. Don't forget, like I said at the beginning of the video, yeah, if you want to sign up for my challenges, everything is on sale. You don't need a code. I marked it all down already. I don't like doing the whole code thing. I feel like that's just an extra step. So I marked it down if you want me to help you with some robotic affirming, or like I said, if you want to pick the 3 or 5 email package, you can still robotic affirm. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we out.